Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's weather forecast. I'm Dooley Godot, your weather forecaster, and thank you for joining me today in this video on your Thursday afternoon, going into your evening. Thank you for watching me today. We didn't have a video yesterday because I was at the gym pumping iron after work, so I gotta be committed to that. So there's going to be several days a week that we may not have a video because I have to go to the gym and pump iron because I have a physical trainer now. So I had that commitment to get with, and school will be starting in a few weeks. So I think my first class is on August 24th. So time is almost running out. My summer is coming to an end. So I hope you guys had a great week and a great day today. We got one more day to get through to the work day. We'll have a video tomorrow afternoon, so get ready for that. I look forward to bringing you guys a video 2 consecutive days in a row. I know I've been kind of shady lately with the videos because I got a lot of things going on, a lot of commitments to deal with and take care of. But here we are with a video today. This is actually the second recording of this video because in the previous run through, my clicker stopped working on me and I was trying to deal with the clicker, switch out batteries and everything. So I'm going to re-record this video. So this is take 2 of today's weather forecast. And I hope you guys are ready. So let's jump into that forecast and talk about the heavy rainfall that's aiming for the Caribbean and Florida, because we do have to talk about a tropical wave that's headed towards that region, because I have a clicker issue again. So come on, clicker. Okay, all right, here it is. I feel like that clicker issue is not resolved even with brand new batteries. I just think the clicker now is a piece of junk. So this is what happens when you buy stuff off of Amazon. Amazon sells a lot of junk, and in a lot of ways, Amazon is becoming like eBay. A lot of Chinese crap. And so you gotta watch what you buy from Amazon now. So first it was eBay, but now Amazon is starting to get like that too. So, but let's talk about that weather forecast and that wet weather that's going to be hitting across the Caribbean tomorrow and the state of Florida as we head into the weekend. A tropical wave has came across the Atlantic. This tropical wave is encountering lots of things that's hindering its growth. We have a lot of wind shear coming from the west, and we have dust in the air from the Sahara. So dust in the mid-levels of the atmosphere and wind shear coming across the western Caribbean. So that is going to inhibit further development of this tropical wave for now. It could get a little bit interesting once this wave begins to affect the northern Gulf of Mexico. Then we might see if something will happen. But right now, it doesn't look too promising. But it does look like it's going to move into a little bit more favorable conditions next week once it moves across Florida and into the Gulf of Mexico. So let's take a look at the next clicker. It doesn't want to go up. It just wants to go down. Come on, clicker. Go down, clicker. You see, it goes back, but it doesn't want to go forward. All right, so there's the tropical wave as it comes across the Caribbean there. It's getting ready to hit the Antilles, and it's going to be affecting Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Bahamas. So it's going to affect most of the main islands of the Caribbean and the larger islands. So interacting with the larger islands as well, it's also going to prohibit further development. But it's not going to fully dissipate. It's going to be a huge rainstorm basically moving across the Florida Straits in the Caribbean, the east, into Florida. So we're going to be seeing lots of rain and thunderstorms moving across over the next several days. So, see, it goes down, but it doesn't want to go up. So there it goes. Let's go back. Okay. Go back. Go back. Okay, but so we want to go up one, but it doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to. Come on, clicker. Come on, clicker. Okay, the problem is with the clicker now. Okay. Clicker problem. Technical difficulties. Yes. Alright, so. Alright. If it don't work, you just, this is how you fix things. Slam it, bat it, beat on it. Okay, there again, there's that tropical wave. And then, okay, so there again, that tropical wave as it comes across the Caribbean Sea. So we're going to see it affecting Cuba and the Puerto Rico, Dominican, Haiti, and all those areas, Jamaica, and it's going to bring rainfall to the Bahamas as well. So all of the touristy spots of the Caribbean we're going to see. So a lot of cruises is going to be rained on. So because there's a ton of cruises out here right now. So all you folks on the Carnival cruises out here, because you paid $400 for a 3-day cruise to the Bahamas, you gonna be getting rained on by that tropical wave as it comes through. So you gonna get what you pay for this weekend with this tropical wave, guys. So get ready here. So lots of heavy rain across the Caribbean, and that's gonna begin to reach the state of Florida. So Miami, Fort Lauderdale, down to Fort Myers and Naples, and those rain showers are gonna go all the way up to Pompano, Delray Beach, and Orlando, Central Florida. So eventually all of the state of Florida is going to experience some of the joy of this tropical wave as it brings very heavy downpours and thunderstorms across the Caribbean and the state of Florida as we head through the weekend and through the middle of next week. This is going to be a prolonged event, so it's not going to be a wham bam thank you ma'am. It's going to be very slow to move across. And once it gets to the Gulf of Mexico, it's going to stall out over the northern Gulf of Mexico because there's not going to be, there's high pressure over the southeastern United States, but it's not going to be anything as far as a front or another low pressure center that's going to shove it or push it along. So it's not going to have any steering current. So it's just hang out there about midweek or so in the northern Gulf of Mexico. So let's see if I can get the clicker to go up. Go up. Okay, so again, there is that heavy rain we are going to see across the Caribbean. Showers and thunderstorms from Puerto Rico. See Puerto Rico right there. This is the Dominican Republic and Haiti. There is Cuba. Jamaica is right there. Jamaica is going to be just to the south. So if your cruise is going to Jamaica, you might enjoy that. But that's going to be an area that sort of misses the bulk of the rain. But Cuba, the Bahamas, you're going to get hit with that rain, as well as the state of Florida. So South Florida. So through Saturday, from Florida all across the majority of the popular spots in the Bahamas, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico. So all of those regions, we're going to see a lot of rainfall, but no tropical winds or nothing like that. It's just going to be downpour central. Okay, let's see if we can go forward. Come on, clicker. Okay, it got me. I got one. Okay, so the water temperatures in the Caribbean is going to be very, very warm. And that's going to be one of the reasons why situation will improve for the outlook for this system for further development. Looks a little bit better because the lack of wind shear in the northern Gulf of Mexico around the U.S., so the Florida Panhandle, is a lot less wind shear because there's no mid-latitude storms in the southern U.S. right now. You just have that high pressure center over the southeastern United States. But that's going to bring this system out here from the southern Gulf of Mexico and the Florida states. It is going to wander into the northern Gulf of Mexico and just stall out there eventually and just hang out because of the lack of wind shear and the lack of motivation to push it along. That high pressure over the south is making an offshore flow. So it's kind of pushing it down, so it's keeping it from further going to the northwest. So it's going to stall out there in the bend of the Florida Panhandle and the Florida Peninsula. Click, come on, clicker, clicker. Come on, clicker. Can I get another click? Oh, yeah. Go back. So, another feature of the weather across the southeast this weekend, Friday afternoon especially, is going to be how goddamn hot it's going to be across the southeastern United States. So, it's going to be very hot and mostly rain-free. Might be some random thunderstorms, so pop-up thunderstorms, because it's going to be humid. But it's going to be very, very hot. So, East Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. You guys are going to see heat indexes in that 100 to 105 degree range because these dew points are in the 60s and 70s and the temperatures are in the 90s. And so it's hot and it's really humid as hell too. So get ready for a very sticky day, an uncomfortable day across the south and the southeast tomorrow and into Saturday. Come on, clicker. I got to click with all my force too. Come on. Come on, clicker. Come on, clicker. I mean, I gotta click it like I mean it too. Come on, damn it. It's a brand new battery in here. What is going on? So we're gonna keep the video going, but we're gonna keep talking about how high it's gonna be. But we definitely got clicker issues, so I'm gonna have to do this manually from the computer. So you guys are just gonna have to hear me talk because my clicker doesn't work. So we won't get the benefit of having the clicker. I think I'm going to need to buy a new clicker. Yeah, the clicker's just not working. Yep. Clicker's not working anymore. It goes down, but it goes backwards, but it doesn't go forward. Okay, so we're going to see lots of, oh, there we go. We get some clicker action. We're getting some clicker action. All right, it worked a second there. So let's see what happens. So there's those frequent downpours. We talked about that. So let's go forward. All right, so that water temperatures, let's go down. Downpours. The heat across the southeastern U.S., it's going to be very, very hot, very humid, sultry, not fun tomorrow and Saturday. Okay, increasing rainfall across the state of Florida as that tropical wave moves off toward the northwest very slowly. And this is going to take all the way through Wednesday to move across the state of Florida. So lots of heavy rain, so get ready for that as well. Again, let's go back down. Okay, all right. Here's what we talked about, this thing stalling out here in the northern Gulf of Mexico. Here in the boot of Florida, right here along the Florida Panhandle, there's the Florida Peninsula. Our little low pressure center of our disorganized tropical wave is going to get caught up right here, and it's going to stall out right here and just dump heavy rain over North Florida and the Florida Panhandle. So y'all little river boats are going to get a workout this weekend. So if you got one of those rowboats, you got a little dinghy that you think you might want to be able to ride it down the street because the street is flooded, this will be the weekend for that. So in the southwest, we got to talk about some other areas of weather because a lot of weather is taking place this weekend. So we got a Four Corners high pressure center, and one entering feature of that Four Corners high is that it amplifies the southwestern monsoon. And it's going to pull moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of California and from the Midwest. So that's going to provide fuel for mountain and desert thunderstorms across the Southwest. So western New Mexico, southern Arizona, along the Mogollon Rim, up to about Flagstaff, into Southern California, through Central and Northern California in the Rockies, not the Rockies, but the Sierra Nevada and the Southern California mountains. So we're going to talk about mountain and desert thunderstorms this weekend. We're going to be seeing some thunderstorms and again some dry thunderstorms of some the higher elevations. Those thunderstorms could be dry with gusty winds and lots of lightning. So forest fires is going to be a problem possibly. So we could see fires because of dry lightning. And we already have existing fires and problems with smoke out across the west. And some of that smoke is sifting into the Midwest and the northern tier. So here in Minneapolis, as we head into the upcoming week, we're going to be seeing not yet. We're months away from that, but smoke from the western wildfires. So, and it's going to be hot across the high plains and the northern Rockies. So the Pacific Northwest, Oregon and Washington, east of the Cascades. So if you were in Spokane, down through Eugene, Yakima, if you're in the interior portions of Oregon, it's going to be triple-digit heat. Hot in Idaho, hot in Montana, hot in Wyoming, hot in Utah. We're going to see Salt Lake City flirt with highs like in the 100-degree range. So it's going to be very hot in the Rockies, very hot in the northern Rockies, and very dry as well. Serious lack of rainfall. That Four Corners high will expand, shove that heat to the north, more heat to the east. So we're going to see heat through Idaho, but that heat will expand eastward through the plains. So all the way to Arkansas, Missouri, Minnesota, Iowa, North to South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, all the way to Wyoming and Montana. That heat is going to expand eastward. But moving across the top of the ridge, we have a weak jet stream. So our lowly jet stream is being accompanied by weak weather systems that's making their way across the northern tier along the U.S. and Canadian border. And those weak weather systems will be responsible for severe thunderstorms across the upper Midwest. So North and South Dakota will see tornadoes. Minnesota, we saw a severe thunderstorm yesterday that knocked out the power everywhere for a couple hours while I was at the gym, and we were working out in the dark because of the thunderstorm came through at the same time and knocked out the power. So severe thunderstorms will be common this week and this weekend, next week as well. So get ready for a lot of boom, 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 and heavy rain and very large hail. So the thunder boomers are no joke, and those thunder boomers will be moving across the upper Midwest. So Minnesota, North to South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, upstate New York, all the way up to Boston, to Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, all over the mid-Atlantic. So we're going to see heavy rain and thunderstorms and isolated rounds of severe weather. There's a lot of dust in the air. Look at all the dust and smoke in the air from the western wildfires. That dust and smoke is going to move all through the plains. So we're going to see that smoke through Omaha, Kansas, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So there's going to be smoke in the air from the western wildfire. So get ready for that. And then in the mid-Atlantic states, in the Northeast and New England, area of low pressure, the trough will deepen a little bit, but we're going to see a weak area of low pressure moving across the Ohio Valley, and that's going to be Friday afternoon through Saturday, and that weak area of low pressure is going to be responsible for producing rain from the mid-Atlantic. So from the Carolinas, Virginia, West Virginia, through Ohio. So it's going to be a very slow-moving weather system with frequent downpours and some isolated rounds of severe weather as well. So from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, upstate New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, parts of North Carolina, north central South Carolina. So a lot of rain and some thunderstorms and severe weather is going to be likely this weekend from that system. And there is the severe weather. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather across the Ohio Valley and into the mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast. And we're going to be seeing that on your Friday afternoon and evening. We're going to see a marginal risk for severe weather, and that's going to lead to some flooding rains and some very gusty winds, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour. No tornadoes expected with that, but we could have some isolated gusts up to 75 miles per hour. So definitely look for heavy rain and gusty winds with this activity. Not expecting tornado activity, but they are always possible. Then that severe weather will line itself up along the mid-Atlantic coastal sections. So Philadelphia down through Washington, through Richmond, Virginia, Maryland, so Baltimore, Virginia Beach, down through Carolina, so Raleigh, Charlotte, Augusta, Georgia, all the way through South Carolina as well. We're going to see a potential for severe thunderstorms, and that's going to be on your Saturday afternoon and evening. Severe storms in the mid-Atlantic and parts of the southeast. So we're going to be looking at flooding downpours that could lead to some travel disruptions, and we're going to be seeing localized damaging wind gusts to 60 miles per hour with isolated gusts up to 75 miles per hour. So damaging winds and heavy rain is going to be the primary threat, and we're going to see those downpours for your Sunday as well, but not much of a threat again for severe weather. But lots of heavy rain as deep moisture will be coming up from the Gulf and off of the Atlantic, fueled in part by that tropical wave and our somewhat active jet stream. So we're going to be seeing that wet weather. So that is your weather forecast. Mishaps with the clicker and all, but I managed to get it done for you. So I just hope it's less than 30 minutes. So, because that creates issues with loading it to TikTok. TikTok don't like videos over 30 minutes. I'll have to cut it in half if it's over 30 minutes. So, but thanks for watching. Leave your likes, comments, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the TikTok channel. The YouTube channel has been doing very good. I'm almost to 900 subscribers, but TikTok only shows my video to 250 people. So my videos only get like 250 views. But I think if I was blonde and blue hair and have a D cups, I'd get more views. But unfortunately, it is what it is. And I get my 250, and I have to go in somewhere and shut the F up and sit down. So, but anyway, that'll do it for today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.